Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. And this week's Fool is Shaun Bailey. He is the Conservative Party candidate for London Mayor. Now, the current Mayor of London, of course, is Sadiq Khan from the Labour Party. But Shaun wants to become the next Mayor of London. Now, before we get, I'll get to Shaun in a moment, but I think it's interesting to consider that the Conservative Party in the House of Commons have promoted Shaun Bailey, for example, not directly, but indirectly, saying that there should be a Conservative candidate, a Conservative Mayor of London. Jacob Rees-Mogg has done it on numerous occasions. Now, I don't know the rules and regulations in the House of Commons. I'm sure Jacob Rees-Mogg knows them much better than I do. But is it correct? Is it legal for the Conservative Party in the House of Commons to promote someone else for another office? I don't know, but let's park that anyway. So let's get to why Shaun is Fool of the Week. Shaun said while he was interviewed for Inside Housing online magazine, he said, and I quote, "This is in regards to families being able to produce a £5,000 deposit and secure a mortgage. I don't think the £5,000 will be a problem. The mortgage application might be a bit tougher. They could save up for it. Yeah. This is in regards to homeless people." So he said that homeless people could save up for a £5,000 deposit. Now, he was pressed by the interview on whether he was suggesting that a homeless family in bed and breakfast accommodation could afford a deposit. And he said, and I quote, "Not all of them, but some could. A full proportion of people could." So he's basically saying homeless people or homeless family who's living in bed and breakfast accommodation could save up £5,000 to put down as a deposit and buy a house. I've said this before. Members of the Conservative Party are so disconnected from reality that they will come out with crap like this from time to time. I remember some months ago, or maybe it was about a year ago, where a Tory MP had come out and said, you know, if young people want to buy a house, they just ask their parents for a loan. What's the problem? These people live on another planet. Or not even that, they live on in another dimension, because they don't understand that you can't just, you know, for them, if when they were teenagers or when they were young in their 20s and they wanted something, they just run to daddy and say, "Daddy, can you give me £50,000 to buy a house? Can you give me £50,000 to start a business?" And, you know, their parents, probably members of the House of Lords, or their parents being, you know, business owners, would say, "Yeah, sure, here you go. Here's a check for £50,000. And they grow up in that sort of environment. And they don't understand that the vast majority of people don't have that privilege. And then when issues come along like universal credit or whatever, they're so disconnected from the reality of universal credit that you have Ian Duncan Smith saying, "Yeah, I could live on £50 a week." No, you could not, especially when you're writing articles for the Express or the some other Tory rag and getting paid £500 per article. Now, he tried to backpedal on these comments, and he was pressed further, and he said, and I quote, "I know that situation. I sofa surfed for years. You're right. I definitely couldn't come up with £5,000. But those people I'm not expecting to or asking to. We'll provide social housing for them." See, what happens is they realize during the interview, or they realize after the interview, that they're talking absolute twaddle. So they have to backpedal and say, "Oh, sorry, yes, yeah, I have experienced that myself." Maybe Ian Duncan Smith as well, you know, went through a difficult period where, you know, he checked his bank account and it was under £1 million. So he, you know, he understands poverty just like people on universal credit. And I don't know a lot about Shaun Bailey, but I have a feeling he's a typical Tory. He's completely out of touch with the vast majority of people. Will he replace Sadiq Khan in April when the election takes place? I don't know. I haven't been following the election, the mayoral election, but I don't think the people of London want somebody or deserve somebody of this caliber. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?